All right. Wavin, Tabby, hello, welcome. And we are here with some more Unhappy Battle Cats. So our objectives for today are Story of Legend Subchapter 23, and then also playing around with Timekeeper Cat, depending on how much time we have. Cream Cheese! Hello, welcome. How are you doing? And we begin with the Void Like Deep, and we have Depressed Zia now, making a reprisal. What do we have here? So we have Dread Snap, of course. Dread Snap has historically been, like, kind of an annoying enemy. There we go. Okay, so for the start, probably want, like, just Cadaver to just wipe Xehanel out. And Cadaver is also going to help with getting damage on Dread Snap too. Let's get our Thunderbolt out. And then, have I seen you before? Yeah, I have seen you before. So I'll keep Doron around. Or do I want Little Eraser instead? You have 900 LD. Trying to figure out how to spend my energy because I legit do not want to play a single available stage right now. Well, you could always actually, like, farm base materials with your energy. If you've got, like, nothing else you want to be doing. Or, like, grind Crown SOL. That works too. What else would I want? Guess just some more peon clear. It's not even crowned SOL, I'm only at SOL 14 or something. Jeez, man. Like, wow, that is not deep on that account at all. Alright. Just do, like, Falcon Courier, I guess. Nope. Yeah, I've been progressing very slowly. It was partially because I was focusing on beating ITF2 without ITF2 crystals. I'm just gonna try to actually clear out Xehanol to start cleanly. Because if I can remove, like, one backliner from the pile of backliners, it's gonna be very helpful. There we go. That's more like it. Missy makes a return after God knows when. Missy, hello, welcome. How are you doing? We did not Z-kill Dread Snap. That's really messy. There we go. Now we just need to clean up Raikoyo, and there we go. And there we go, Voidlock Deep is taken down. Alright, our next stage is here. Toxic Cavern. Do I want to go now? Yes, I will go now. Alright, run, let's do this. You know, despite these triple surges, I still have a feeling that the stage is not that difficult, actually. They're not pushing very fast. Here's Doron. It does not look like we have dealt quite enough damage to completely stop the push. Nope, housewife did not. I think I just need like a Holy Blast and like Little King Dragon. Unless I can clutch up like here and now, it's looking like Little King Dragon and a Holy Blast to do this. Yeah. Little King Dragon. Gato Amigo can come in here. This is Surge Immune meets Shield. Courier can... I guess Courier can stick around for now. Surge Immune. Holy Blast goes on. Surge Immune and Zombie. Well, Jammy, you have Surge Resist for 50%. You need a Talent Orb. Okay. Same for you, Weed Whacker. Yeah, you have Surge Resist. Let's just grab like Gridiron. Gridiron and I'll bring Doron back. Doron back, and then I'll grab Gridiron. Well, it's nice to see some simple start-offs for once. Wait, are we actually gonna be able to cheese the base? No, they're actually pushing a bit. Well, we didn't zombie kill them, but we have killed the base. Yeah, it's just as I thought. Just like some surge immune stuff, and we take the stage easily. Toxic Cavern is taken down. Dripstone's Majestic is up next. And we have the Little Moth. Nope. Wow, that is actually quite a bit of buffing on you. I kind of want to just try with General again. Okay, we got a knockback. Here's another door on. There we go. Alright. Anything that... Oh my god. That is so much stuff spilling out at the same time. Nope. We're getting past Mafia, but we're not getting past everything else in the stage. They are staggered. They are staggered. And the base is at 1... The base is at 1 million HP. If the same buff this little Ultim has was applied to Board Junior, a lot of people would be unhappy. God. Board Junior is already threatening enough. Enough as it is. Let's go Uril. Witchy Nanako. Witchy Nanako. What else would I like? Let's grab my Holy Blast. Put on Conus, one of my meat shields. Yeah, Cone actually tanks the Mafia perfectly. That's one knockback. I'll send Uril out now. Go to level 7. Start up my other meat shields. Send out Wishy Neneko. Send you out. And here we go. Alright, now we have Urs. I probably needed a second Uril instead of Urs so that I could have more of a chance to remove the Arost. And I will also cut Fishman for something else. Maybe Cadaver. Or maybe Dancer. Cadaver or Dancer. What do you think is a good video to make for Battlecast? I genuinely don't know what to do. I've personally been, like, doing, like, main account progress stuff. That's what I've been doing. You could do that, or you could do, like, whatever else you think you'd want to make. It could be video essays. It could be, like, BCU stuff. Just feel free to, like, try out some things and find what you like, and then stick with that. I am going to try. I'll try Cadaver. I'm also going to min-max my money more by only having 2 cones at a time. Okay. So let these cones hit the base and just cleanly take out the Lazoink. Here we go. We'll Holy Blast it. Second Holy Blast. We got one hit with Cadaver off. There we go. Alright, next up, Jelry. Guess we're just fighting these guys one at a time. Alright, guess we're doing two at once for the finale here. I think Polygon and the Aros together are fine. It's having 3 bosses out at the same time that's the problem. And there we go. We've done it. Well, the gimmick stage got me to think about how to actually approach it best. I'll give it that. Yep, Dripstone's majestic. It is taken down. Alright, our next stage is Overheat Rockland. And we've got Cerberus kids at the start. Go to 5. Go to 7. it's been a little while since we've actually seen the Aku Kangaroo variant. Wow, the stage is really spammy. Oh my goodness, there's so many enemies out. And yet they're not really pushing much at all. Like, wow, yeah, this was the easiest stage of the day. There we go, Overheat Rockland is an easy stage. I guess we can go right into the next stage since it was the general lineup clear. We have Way to the Fresh Light with the Aku Sunfish, and then we have a Lil Doge. Oh, of course. Well, we are starting the meat shielding now. Oh, Little Relic Cyclone. That's how we're going to push. Alright, run. You push these guys back. No, you do not need to be warped. I said push them back. Put on my Thunderbolt. And I'll bring... Do I want to bring Can? Or do I want to bring something else? I'll bring Dancer with me. I feel like it. If he doesn't work, he doesn't work, and I can change him out. Thanks for that, little Doge, with the dodges. My army keeps growing! That was a really funny stage. I probably need a better unit than Dancer. Something that can help more with cleanup, like Super Feline. Yeah, Super Feline's better in here than Dancer was for sure. Alright, here comes the next Cyclone. Sending a Super Feline in to help out. Nice bullet train snipe. Here's another super feline. Okay, I think we've got it now. That was certainly an interesting experience. The opening part with the goats out was actually really fun, with actually just, like, amassing my army of royal guards, getting warped in and out, and them kind of getting, like, preserved in a way. But cleanup was kind of eh. But yeah, there we go. Way to the fresh light has been taken down. And now we've reached the finale. Residents of Aku Cave. Yep, I would like it. This is just the start off, Wavin. We haven't hit the base yet. See, there's more than just Akus in here. Okay, we took out one Lemoyne. That's two. That's all of them. Wow. We've ended on an easy stage. Like, I have no words. I thought this stage was going to actually have some meat to it because it had pushing power. I don't see anything else coming out of that base that's actually a threat, Wavin. The stage is won. The Aku Cave didn't stand a chance against me. And that is subchapter. So yeah, I think this was I think the gimmick stage. Yeah, I think the staggered base hit gimmick stage here was probably the most difficult stage in the subchapter. Well, I mean, okay, maybe, like, this was the most, like, difficult, like, conventional stage. Like, either, like, Way to the Freshlight or Void Like Deep were the most difficult conventional stages. Because, like, this was easy. This was also easy. This was kind of just bring anti-surge and you win. You forget... That's the other pack, Waffen. Reese is not responsible for making unhappy battle cats. Reese is responsible for Suika Legends. Well, in any case, though, I'm going to actually be grabbing my notes here. And it is time, everybody, to test Timekeeper Cat. So first, I'm going to go over this unit's kit so that we know what we're actually like doing and testing with this unit. So Timekeeper Cat here is a 1200 cost super rare with 60.7k HP, 4k Bs. This is all at level 50 scaling. 1600 frame cooldown, 375 range with 170 to 450 LD on the first hit, and a -1 to 0 Omni on the second hit. 32.4k damage on the first hit, 0 damage on the second hit, 9.8k DPS. Strong against metal, 0, and nuclear. A 20% metal killer. A 2-second freeze to metal, 0, and nuclear on hit 1. And a 200 distance warp. That is an insta-warp on the second hit. I'm just going to try this first of all. So the stage we have here, first we have a pure metal stage with like UL magnification enemies. In the growing stage, this is the growing strange metal continuation stage, Clash of Steel, that we're going to be starting with here. Oh, she warps herself! She doesn't warp the enemies, she warps herself. She gets to reposition herself. Wow. Clash of Steel did not stand a chance against Timekeeper and Wood Crit unit. I think this unit officially power creeps Hope as an anti-metal crowd controller. LD, area, she repositions herself every single attack. Well, I mean, technically, Tabby, like, if the enemies are, like, able to pierce her, they can, like, hit her. So she isn't, like, completely unkillable. And she isn't exactly, like... She isn't packing, like, piercing effect immunities at all. Or really any immunities. So, like, Henry could, like, freeze her. Crockley could slow her when she's trying to approach. Yeah, I can finally beat Metal Cyclone. I guess next we're gonna take her into... I'm gonna take her into Ink Museum next for, like, generalist stuff. Because she is, like, a 375 range unit with 9k DPS. So let's take my general lineup. I'm gonna cut... who do I want to cut? I think I'll cut Doron for her. I think the only metal enemy with Pierce is the stupid metal Gory. Well, yes, but there have also been, like, historically metal stages that get paired with LD enemies. Like, in UL, there's, like, a couple of metal stages that have paired them with Loris, for one. In ZL, there was a metal stage that paired metals with Angel Aki. Here's Timekeeper, by the way. Here's the second Timekeeper. First one hasn't even been knocked back at all, by the way. Iron Sand Beach is not a stage I put on my list. Because that stage is kind of like more of a mixed stage with like a metal on it. I'd put like more metal heavy stages on my list. Let's see how she performed. She literally had the second highest damage output of any unit in my lineup. Only being beaten out by Slime. And she never even got touched. Okay, so this unit's actually a pretty decent generalist, too. A 9,000 DPS mid-ranger that can only really be touched by units that outrange her or piercing. Because she repositions herself after every single attack. I told you, she's unkillable. Almost unkillable. Alright, let me get one thing absolutely clear, Wavin. Timekeeper will not be going on the general lineup. No way. Because I honestly think she's actually too overpowered to actually be slapping on a general lineup that I'm using for scouting stages. Alright, here comes Bum Black. Camera got a crit. Super Metal Hippo's down. Okay, yeah. She's a broken anti-metal. This stage is just not able to push at all. And the metal seal's dead. Good God. This stage has been devastated. Literally, last time I was testing UBC Customs, I was trying Mimicat on this stage. And this stage was actually giving huge problems for normal anti-metal units. With me, like, just trying to use, like, Mimicat and no other anti-black attackers. And then Timekeeper, with, like, a general-ish kind of lineup, has, like, kind of walked in and just made the stage completely trivial. I just need to find, like, Metal Seal, I guess. If I want to find some of these metal stages. Here's Total Myopia. On 3 Crown, with the general lineup. Okay, she can be cursed. Okay, so Loris can threaten her. Just need to change a couple things back around. We want to do this. Keep the kind of general-ish lineup, and then we do this lineup now. And do this lineup now. Yeah. Yeah, actually, come to think of it, I don't think Curse stops Metal Killer. It would probably only stop, like, Freeze. Alright, let's get another crit unit, and let's also get another waiver. Well, either another waiver or, like, Nala or something. Just to help with the Lorises. Because the Lorises are actually able to remove Timekeeper. And I will also bring Future with me. And we've removed seal. We've removed the metal seal. Okay, so now that our lineup is able to deal with the Lorises efficiently enough, we were able to actually, like, very quickly kill the metal seal and dogpile the base. Thank you, Nala. Okay, I think I have time for, like, one more stage here. And I would like to actually just do, like, some anti-zero stuff with Timekeeper. So, we're gonna go back into the UBC section, and we're going to bring out the Zero Abyss, baby! It's time once again to actually use an anti-zero unit against a pure zero stage here. Hope stream's been great, been busy being in dull and cleaning. Fuzzy, welcome to the tail end. With our friend Timekeeper Cat. What has the struggle been this stream? The sub-chapter went smoothly, and I've just been testing Timekeeper Cat for the rest of it. Yeah, waves have been able to touch Timekeeper in this stage. Okay, and there we go. That was Attack of Cyclone Z taken down with the help of Timekeeper, and she is #1 in total damage output on my entire lineup against the stage. Okay, so the verdict on Timekeeper Cat here. So, as a generalist, she is literally only threatened by piercing, and otherwise threatened by, like, units that outrange her. And otherwise, she is actually a very powerful and safe choice for a generalist, because she not only has over 9,000 DPS, but she also repositions herself every single time she attacks. So she's able to actually, like, kind of keep herself out of danger. Or unless the stage is pushing, like, so... Like, unless the stage has Pierce, or it's just pushing so insanely hard that they can actually push into her, she can just keep herself safe. So, she's a good generalist. She's also an incredibly powerful anti-metal unit. Because even though she's not able to use 9,000 DPS against metals, she is able to actually use her 20% metal killer and her 2-second freeze with with LD to basically become better than any vanilla anti-metal crowd controller unit in the game. Because she freezes like everything, and she also does Metal Killer to the entire metal front line. And then she also repositions herself. So, she's one of the most powerful anti-metal units in existence compared to anything in vanilla. And then against Zero, while she can be threatened by some of the Zero enemies' various piercing gimmicks, whether it be like revenge attacks that pierce into her, or enemies that are like waivers or surgers, or Dolphinalia's LD plus Surge, she is still survivable enough against Zero, and strong enough against Zero with her strong against, that she's still a very, very powerful anti-Zero unit. Even though she isn't, like, immune to any of their piercing effects. So, overall, I would actually probably say that out of all the customs we've tested, Timekeeper is, like, up there as one of the strongest units that we've tested so far. Like, if I was to look at all of my customs, like, even, there's also been, like, several anti-metals. Yeah, there's also been, like, several anti-metals among these custom units in UBC. There's been, like, Ice Cone Cat, which is literally, like, a Metal Killer crowd control self-destruct unit that blasts. That is not as good as Timekeeper as an anti-metal. You're Metal EX, so you don't count as an anti-metal unit. You're also Metal EX. But yeah, even as, like, a generalist unit, like, in terms of, like, just, like, the two strong, yeah, Leaf Knight is a contender for, like, the other strongest custom unit we've tested so far. And that's because, like, Leaf Knight just has ridiculously inflated generalist DPS and an Aku shield to tank a hit and get in an attack. And then also, Leaf Knight has, like, the Behemoth Slayer argument going as well. Because, like, Behemoth Slayer is just a cracked ability. Like, Mint was okay, but Mint's generalist DPS is, like, pretty low. Mint's generalist DPS is low, and it's mainly, like, good and, like, niche. So yeah, that's the bottom line here. Timekeeper is very, very strong. And with that, next week we're going to be doing some more Story of Legend progress. Yep, next week we're going to do some more Story of Legend progress. And then, I think we're going to actually do a Merciless Advent that is separate from the Merciless Advent list and is in the Newer Stages list instead. So, that should be interesting. But in any case, I will see you all for more Unhappy Battle Cats next week. I would like to thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, take care.